because I never did read what came up on Google, how to be a stay-at-home mom. What do you do? What do I do? Like, how do I dress? What do I do? What does a stay-at-home mom do? Do I wear makeup still?
I think that asking me, so this is hilarious that, you get me.
Makes sense to
Yeah,
me.
yeah, okay. I think the biggest thing though is sense of purpose. You have your workouts, and of course you have your son. That's the number one thing, is your son. Okay, but then you have your workouts and your structure and your routine, but you have to have that sense of purpose. Otherwise, you'll fall into that stay-at-home trap where, you click in TV, you're finding every excuse not to do what's beneficial for you. And I've known you for a long, long time. You've always consistently grown. Every time I talk to you, you have a new fascination, a new hobby, something you want to learn, so I think you can just continue to do that. I think you continue to be Chrissy, just you're doing it at home. Um, yeah, and then, like I said, just wake up, take care of your son, get him off to school. Then you go about your day, whether it's a good workout or learning something or volunteering for something. Yeah, and, that to me is you. And then getting that rest that you needed 30 years to get, catching up on that rest and taking care of you. You've taken care of a lot of people over the years. I've known you for a long time. You've taken care of a lot of people. It's time to take care of Chrissy. So,
I got a 90 on my sleep score on my Aura Ring last night,
nice,
and a
nice.
93 the night before. All-time highs, I think. All-time highs. So, okay, all right. So I live in Southern California, so I have to work.
Mhm.
And you can't live here and not work unless you inherited like $1 billion. And so I started this business and this media business and this podcast. So I've got, it was funny because right as I told my son, I was like, all right, I'm resigning, I'm going to be a stay-at-home mom. And right as, he reached the age where he was like, I kind of like my independence, Mom, And I was like, hey, don't trip. I got my own thing going, okay? You keep your independence going. And a lot of my buddies were saying, wait, he was riding his bike to school on his own every morning, like 5 miles. And he was responsible for getting himself up. And, he was, not a lot of 14-year-olds are responsible like that these days. Not a lot of them, a lot of them, the helicopter or whatever, they're not getting that kind of, don't undo that.
Right.
I got a lot of that from my guy friends, don't undo that. And I said to them too, don't trip. I got my own thing going, y'all,
Right.
but as it turns out, I think I can't speak for my child, but I will say, I think he doesn't mind smelling breakfast when he wakes up,
Right.
that he's
Yeah.
not making a shake or heating up something that I left him at, 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
I don't think he minds.
No, he'll complain about it, but it's kind of like a soft complaint, like, "Oh, Mom, come on." It's like giving a kiss, like, "Mom," like I said, I did 34 years, and I would complain every time I'd go visit my mom and then leave. She'd always give me a kiss, like, "Mom, come on, Mom." But my mom's not here anymore, and I miss it so much. So yeah. So those little things. So yeah, he's gonna complain about it, but deep down inside, he's gonna love it. And like I said, once again, we've known each other for a long time. There you have your helicopter parents, and then you have your snowplow parents. Helicopter parents are always there, like always. Snowplow parents are the worst because they remove every obstacle for their child. They do their best to remove every obstacle to where they have the easiest life. But then the first time they have adversity, they don't know what to do. Like they have no idea what to do. You're like, hey man, you're gonna grow up like we grew up. Like you're gonna ride your bike to school, and if you're gonna learn how to cook, you're gonna learn how to eat, you're gonna be self-supportive. So when he goes on to college or whatever he does after high school, he'll be like, I got this. I mean, I can't tell you how many of Caitlin's friends, male friends, cannot change a tire on a car. And one of her friends got a flat, and she laid into him like, I cannot believe you do not know how to change a tire. Here, let
Did
me
she help
you.
him?
Yes, here, let me help you. Yeah. And because once again, it's this. Like, oh, let me TikTok that. Like, no, get your hands on that tire. Whereas when we grew up, your parents probably said, all right, they're gonna teach you how to change the tire, change the oil, all this stuff. So
Or
yeah,
you cannot drive, and you
yes,
need to know how to drive a stick shift. So that's
yes,
another thing is with my guy, he's going to know how to drive a stick shift. He's going to know how to change the tires, change the oil, do it in he loves cars. So I don't think this is going to be a tough one. But you need to know how to drive a stick shift, period.
yes.
Or you're not getting a driver's license.